the first example, calculate the flow through each of the pipe for the network n equal to 2. Okay, so the next we follow the step. Assume the initial flow rate for each pipe. Have to follow the quantification. For example, the flow here is 100, so we can assume that this 70 is 30. Okay, is balanced at this junction, and from above we can assume this is, let's say, 15 and 35. Okay, and from 30 we assume that is 35, and so it means this should be 35. Okay, that is balance our junction. Okay, the next we do first iteration for the first loop. Okay, we assume that this is flow direction for delta Q1 for the correction of the Q. Okay, so based on the first loop, okay, and start from this is, we write the assume for is 70, 30 and 35. Okay, so we start from this one, Q naught multiplied by Q naught, absolute Q naught to subtract 1. So this form for this, actually this is come from the 6 time, because of 70 is clockwise, so it is positive. Okay, it's positive, and absolute 70, so we got the positive number. Okay, and for 30, the 30 here, 30, the sign is anti-clockwise, so this comes from the 5 time, because of 30 is anti-clockwise, is a negative 30 time with the absolute 30. So this is why we got the negative 4,500. Okay, and another one is for this 35. This is for 35. So the summation of this term is we got 28,000, about 28,000. Another term is just n r times n and absolute of Q naught. So we got the summation for the 3 pi is 1,350, and we find the ratio of the both number. We got negative 21.7. So it means we have to subtract the all flow rate with this number. Okay, and the next so we can make the correction for the 35 at the middle. So it's equal to before we do the next loop, we can make correction. We got that is from the 35 subtract. Okay, $21.17. Okay, this is 15 and this is 35. Okay, so we assume the clockwise is delta Q2. Okay. Okay, we do the same for each pipe. from the 30, this is from 30, no, 30, 50, this is for 50, and this for 35, this is for 35. So we got negative because of similar to both, because it's a negative, and 2, so we got negative 2450. Okay, and finally we found the correction is the correction for loop 2 is 11.06. okay, but in this case it means is positive sign, but in our case this one is the negative sign, so the correction is should be equal to is 13. Subtract the 11.06. okay, so from 13.3 should be x3, 13.83 subtract 11.06. okay, and for the rest is come from the correction. Did we got 48.x3 come from the initial 70 subtract 21.17. okay, and this from the first correction. Is from 30 subtract minus 21.17, so we got that 51.17. okay, so we make another round. okay, delta Q. So in another round we got the delta Q is the second round is equal to a smaller negative 1.114. okay, so this one we can make correction at the middle. So the other we can correct from the first loop. It comes from 35 subtract the 11.06, and this will be 26.06. it comes from 13 plus 11.06. okay, and you can do another loop, another correction, second loop correction. okay, and we found that the second loop is equal the correction for the second loop for second time is about 3. okay, that is the how can we do calculation for to find the flow rate in the pi network. okay, and this is come from detail of this below. This below is we works on 3 loop, okay, about 4 loop. okay, 4 times, 4 iteration, and this is for the first loop. It's smaller correction, and this is for the second loop for 4 iteration, and the key is smaller until be good enough, so we stop calculation.